The Green Lantern trailer just came out, and here we go again. DC's Green Lantern's new series Lanterns trailer just came out, starring Aaron Pierre and Kyle Chandler. Most people would probably have it the other way, but I really don't know how to feel about it. I mean, when you're on social media, especially if you haven't seen a trailer or whatever, you already have everybody's thoughts on it, everybody's viewpoints, and it's very easy to start getting negative as soon as you see something that you don't like. And from the jump, I am not going to judge a book by its cover, because that has always been a disservice to movies. Don't judge it till you actually watch it. Can't judge it off of a 2-minute trailer, right? But that seems to be something that's just a lost cause. But the quarrels that people have about it so far is the fact that there hasn't been any type of consistency with the Green Lantern lore, in a sense, right? Like the actual green aura emitting from Kyle Chandler and Hal Jordan in any part of this trailer, right? From the jump, we already knew that this was going to be more of a grounded approach, a detective type of vibe to it. It wasn't going to be a space, ultra galactic, approach, right? They stated that plenty of times. So I would say it's been pretty consistent with that. I can't really complain about that, because just because there isn't any green aura doesn't mean the show isn't going to be good, right? The sense that I got with this trailer is that this feels more like a series on Hal Jordan. That's just the energy that I got. Aaron Pierre is definitely going to be a big part, but I feel like they're banking on Hal Jordan's character more. I mean, which makes sense. Hal Jordan, or Kyle Chandler, is a bigger actor, right? And most people would probably be watching because of him. It's going to be interesting to see how they develop this older Green Lantern, right? Or make him still relevant. I think that was something that off-put a lot of people in the beginning, having an old Hal Jordan play as the DCU Green Lantern. But they decided to go with John Stewart, Aaron Pierre as John Stewart. And it's exactly what we anticipated. The seasoned veteran takes on a new mentee, right, and teaches him the ropes of wherever position he's in, right? We've seen this too many times to count. I think we can't really judge it by how it looks right now. So far, like I said, I don't hate it and I don't love it. I'm just waiting to see what comes of it. It's very immature, in my opinion, to start making predictions about this just because of the trailer. From what I heard, this is probably DCU's best work so far in terms of a TV show. Let's skip past bullshit Peacemaker. That was a fucking disaster. I literally wasted my evenings every Friday watching that bullshit, and that really pissed me off. I can't get that time back. However, this show wasn't really made, under the guidelines of James Gunn, thank God, right? It was basically something that he liked himself and let the directors have creative freedom over. And, it hasn't been tainted by him, right? So we have that to be thankful. The whole costume situation is very funny because I actually do agree, like, that shit looks like ass. But come on now, like, you guys have plenty in the budget to at least make the Lantern costume look decent, right? Not some freaking old ass, washed up Halloween costume that they presented in the trailer. Like, I agree with that. That shit looks like ass, right? It doesn't even look like a traditional Green Lantern costume. Looking at Ryan Reynolds' costume, that shit takes laps around that shit. All right. Another issue that I do have is these studios that are making these superhero films or TV shows have been kind of getting away from the actual lore and the aspects of it that make it very distinct from actual from other TV shows, right? By kind of blending it in with the grounded approach, right? Not adding all the colors or the fantastical elements to it, or just being very subtle about that. And that's not something that I've really appreciated, because that's what makes superhero films or series good, right? The fantastical elements, the science fiction, magic, all that stuff is what makes it special. And we seem to be moving away from that, because this whole Matt Reeves approach has just been something that everyone's been taking some pieces of, and putting it in their work, because grounded approach means more quality, right? That's literally what they've been doing as of late. And I just don't think it works with everything, right? I think some things are really good, staying grounded, and then the other things, you want to add more fantastical elements and accentuate that in what superhero TV show or film that you're making. And we haven't seen this series yet, so we can't really make judgments about it. There could be a bunch of fantastical elements about it, and that's that. But we really don't know till it happens. I would say that I'm not looking forward to it. I'm not happy. I don't know, just superhero things right now, especially from DC. Nothing has been, attracting me or, getting me excited as of late, right? So we're just gonna have to see. Marvel has been putting out some BS. I honestly did not like that Wonder Man, and that's literally what it looks like they're about to do with the Green Lantern, right? Just have a last second clip of them using their powers and stuff, but the entire time it's fucking talking, discovering shit, and nothing fantastical. If they do that, I'm gonna be fucking pissed. I am gonna be 100% pissed off at them. We're gonna have to see. But appreciate you guys for watching. Until next time.